We're in a series called the Net Negative Programmer. And a net negative programmer is someone that is better for your organization to pay to stay at home than actually come to work. So today I'd like to talk about Mr. Bug. Mr. Bug is that person on your project that is committing software defects into your baseline. And you'll typically see that this happens in one of two ways. The first way is that Mr. Bug's feature never works. And the second way is Mr. Bug's feature may work, but it introduces 10 other software defects into your system. So what do you practically do in this circumstance? Well, before I get to that, I want to be very careful in saying that you do not employ this strategy until you've already worked with Mr. Bug for weeks, if not months, to verify that we cannot get them to become a contributing team member. So for this strategy, we're pulling this out of Joel on Software's playbook. And here's how it goes. Find a trivial, non-critical task for your project and assign Mr. Bug to it. Sit down with him before the task begins and whiteboard a solution. Once you've done that, send Mr. Bug on his way to work on that problem. Now, Mr. Bug's going to come back to you in days, if not a week, and say, hey, I've got something done. Your job is to sit down and find out where are the software defects in his work. Now here's where it gets hard. At this point, you are not to fix the defects. Your job is just to identify them and then put Mr. Bug back to work on fixing those defects. Mr. Bug will spin his wheels for weeks, if not months. And what you've just done is identified for management an ineffective team member. So I hope you've enjoyed this strategy. I hope you can use it. And stick with us for the rest of the series of Net Negative Programmers. And don't forget, BTI is on the move.